There is a new AI gold rush going on right now, and that is ChatGPT's new image model, right? So, why is this important? Well, actually, any business that uses anything visual will use this as part of their business. You can imagine interior designs, architects, engineers, all these people will use this tool to help them with their jobs, right? So, what can you do? Well, what I'm doing is adding this model into my AI coding tool so I can actually create websites where users can actually use this model for specific purposes. So I actually thought about keeping this video to myself, but I love you guys, so I'm gonna share it, okay? But anyway, let's get on to it, and you can see how you can add, because it's a little bit tricky, how you can add ChatGPT to Bolt.New. Okay, so we want to add in our OpenAI GPT-4 image generation model. So I just worked this example site, right? Well, I think I'm going to actually publish this because it's a pretty good idea, right? So it's like people can actually type in a prompt here, and yeah, they can get an image or something like this. I think what people would really like is redesign, and I can imagine selling this to like a landscape gardener or something. I think they'll be a little bit like, "Ooh, maybe this isn't good at the start," but like I think once they actually understand how powerful this is, that their customer can actually imagine the transformation, they will want it. So there's no point in talking anymore. Let's actually get to it. So here's my prompt, right? So I said, okay, now I want to add the design capability. So before I just said, just so before I just said, don't focus on the functionality. I just made it do a nice site, right? And you can see Bolt's design here as it's just getting better and better. Really cool, like design there. And yeah, I want a kind of a prompt box here so people can just type out whatever they want, right? But ideally, I will want it to redesign, but that's a little bit more difficult. But anyway, to the prompt now, I said, okay, now I want to add the design capability with OpenAI GPT-4 image generation model, right? So I said, create a Supabase edge function to secure my API key. So yeah, I will need to integrate with Supabase, but yeah, so that's just kind of to make it safe. You don't really want to store your API platform keys, right? Your OpenAI keys in the code here. You wanted to store it safely in Supabase. So that's the reason for that. And it will be able to actually store the function to actually do all this that we want. So a few other things I put in here. I said only use model GPT image 1. That's because they still have DALI 3 and things like that, but we don't want them because they're terrible, right? So the other things are these error possibilities, right? I got these from Julian Goldie, so I just took some of them, and then I copied in the full documentation from OpenAI here. So that should be enough context to get us going. Let's go. All right, so I got it to work. It took me a while, I have to say. I don't know what a lot of the problems were. So it was a lot of issues with the kind of Supabase. I try just use the Supabase that I'm using for other projects and the same OpenAI key. So maybe that had something to do with it. But anyway, I just thought I'd ask and list out to help you, so we know all the problems, because I have heard other people having difficulty trying to get this ChatGPT image generator to work. So I'll copy this into the description for you. Okay, so yeah, the first one was the problem. I specifically said this. So, okay, so before it actually was DALI 3, and I kind of realized because the image was pretty bad, but I finally actually got to get a ChatGPT image dash one is what this model is called, right? And one thing you need to do is actually go in and verify your account, right? So you need to, yeah, this is the name of the model, right? Even though it's ChatGPT 4, they really need to sort out these names. Like, this is getting absolutely absurd at this point, because like sometimes it's called ChatGPT 4 and now it's actually 1. But like anyway, you do need to go into your account. I got prompted by Bolt to actually go to my account and verify, so I had to scan my passport and stuff like that. But finally, I actually got it to work. So now I have it actually working. I'm super happy, and I can actually keep editing my site here. You can see there's a little bit of a default here, but I think I'm getting close to actually publishing. So that's it. So if you are interested in making money with Bolt.New, I have a Bolt.New course, right? So it's basically going through everything. Like, I have tons and tons of marketing experience. So it's kind of going through these things that, maybe other people are not thinking about, but how to really make money with Bolt.New. So it'll be going through websites, mainly a lot of websites, also some AI SaaS ideas, stuff like that, right? And if you want to watch a full tutorial for free on Bolt, I put a whole lot of effort into this video here, so I'll leave it above my head and you can watch it. Thanks for watching.